What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here streaming live. We are gonna play some Madden, because, you know, why not? Me and X-Men God 420 is gonna get into an exhibition game. And go from there. Hey.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, deep pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
I didn't know that. Alright, you wanna do 8-minute quarters?
I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
8-minute quarters sound good? Hey, 8-minute quarters ain't that long, honestly. I'll cough mine and we'll go 7. Hey, can you give me some water while you're at? See, now you're up. Thanks. Okay. Ooh, that does sound good. No, just bring it.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football.
Well, thank you, good stuff.
We have a good game.
Let's see how many interceptions you're gonna throw tonight. No getting mad and quit neither. Play it.
Same to you.
Play it all the way.
How about this?
We play it all the way through.
All the way through? No quit.
Sounds good. Hold on, I gotta watch that real quick.
Oh, I wish it would. So like you know how it says C versus KC. I wish it would do the original symbol. Say like I'm using the original uniform. Like it depends on what uniforms you're wearing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if it had the original symbol on.
I mean,
the original symbol. I like it.
Alright, you ready?
Here
I've
in
already
Tampa
picked.
at
I'm
Raymond
going up the
James
middle.
Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here.
Yeah.
Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one
no
started.
hot stick hits.
And off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Pretty good, John.
That's right. 380. Number 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, this is on the fraction.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Yeah,
from the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Oh. Going for 2.
The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's still fighting forward, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Wilson. They still can't get it. And now he's going to use his legs. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes to throw once more. Here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, a quick throw but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chiefs now. The first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Carson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Trying to improvise. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A second broken tackle, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wilson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson, throwing again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yellow, yellow. I've got Louis. 54.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelce. This is caught inside the 15. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. this one's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. Wind at his back now in this third quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson into heavy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna say Seahawks won that one. So, y'all have a good one. Y'all come join my next stream. We're going to play some Fortnite, because why not? So, yeah. Y'all have a good night, and take it easy.